Hello, welcome to the morning yoga practice. So this is our virtual accountability group morning practice, but I'm opening up this morning, Friday mornings, to the public, so feel free to join. We are doing just a simple yoga practice to get our bodies moving and feeling good. This month our theme is me time morning, so just spending a little bit of time focusing on yourself, focusing on the energy that you put into what you do right away in the morning. That way we can feel most focused and most amazing for the day. So if you want to join the group where we check in daily and all of that kind of stuff, you just have to let me know and request to join, or I can give you the link to that. Otherwise, today we are just doing some morning yoga and feeling good. So I hope that you decide to join in the future. I am recording this, so maybe you're watching the recording. Yeah, let's get going. So this is on a Zoom call, which you just click on and then you can join as a participant. And so I can see you and you can see me. And I'm not going to be watching you the entire time if you're joining because I am leading this. But if you have a question, you can leave it in the chat box and we can interact in that kind of way. So we're going to start standing on our mat. I'm going to adjust this and we're going to start standing. Adjust that a little bit. And this is what I do for my typical morning practice. It's usually I'll sit for a few minutes ahead of time, like a little meditation, and then we get into movement and breath with movement. So a Vinyasa style practice. So we start with our feet together at the top of the mat. Take your hands to your heart. Take a moment to set an intention for your day, for your practice, for your morning. Start to breathe in and out through the nose, filling your lungs from the bottom to the very top. And then release the hands. We're going to start right away with some salutations. Take it slow to start with. Use whatever effort you'd like to. So you take an inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale, open the arms as you dive down. A little bend in the knees is fine. Forward fold. Usually in the morning I need a deeper bend in the knees. Then lift up halfway, lengthening the back to look forward. Exhale, plant your hands down and then step back into a plank pose. From the knees or the toes, right away we go into a chaturanga push-up, elbows in, look forward. Lift the heart to upward facing dog, knees can be down or up. Exhale, do look down and lift the hips up and back to down and facing dog. It's our first down dog. We do take 5 breaths here. If in this first one you want to pedal the feet, bending one knee at a time, that's kind of nice. We won't do that every down dog, just in this first one. Then we take 5 breaths, so we've got about 3 more. Extend the breaths, extend the exhales. Good, walk your feet forward on the end of that 5th exhale. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then look forward, reach the arms out and rise up, hands overhead. With hands to your heart. Take them down again, inhale, reach up. We'll do that 3 times. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to your plank pose, plant your hands and lower down to chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. Down and facing dog, exhale. Hips high, 5 breaths. Feet stay hip distance apart. Fingers spread wide. Neck is long. And tailbone is back. This is a great place to build strength, endurance, and get into a place that's a little uncomfortable and hold here. Okay, walk the feet forward. Inhale, look forward, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, nose to the knee. Inhale, rise up, reaching hands overhead. Then hands to your heart and by your side. Inhale, reach up, one more, so salutation A. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step it back. We've got that plank pose. We're just stepping. We're not doing anything crazy. No jumping. Push up, chaturanga. Upward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Hips high down and facing dog. And make sure that there's weight pressing down to the heels and the fingertips. So the very ends of the body. Slight outward rotation of both the hands and the heels. Two more breaths. And walk your feet forward. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up and up. Hands by your side. Release it. Now we got this one salutation B, and we'll do that 2 times. So to start with, we bend the knees, sit back into the heels, reach up for a chair pose. Connect the hands. You can even look up if you'd like. Exhale, forward fold. Hands pass through the heart center, fold down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take it back to plank pose. Then lower down, elbows hug the side of the body. Upward dog, inhale, lift. Exhale, the downward facing dog. Now step the right foot forward in between the hands. Back heel spins down as you feel the blade of the back foot. Reach out and up, we rise up for warrior one. As you exhale, come right back down. So it's kind of quick, but if you need some extra breaths, that's okay. Plank pose, then we chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep exhaling, step the left foot forward. Back heel down, or reach up and up. Warrior one, hands back to the floor. Step it back. Lower and chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths for this one. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Step forward. Half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise, reach up. Oops, bend the knees, rise up. We got chair pose. And then release it. Bye, Dad. That's okay. Bend the knees again, reach up, chair pose. Sun salutation B, second time. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Step back to plank pose, exhale. Chaturanga, keep exhaling. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down and facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward into a lunge, back heel down. Go warrior one, reach up. Hands back to the floor, exhale, step back. Lower down. Up dog. And down dog. Step the left foot forward. Reach up, inhale. Hands to the floor, exhale. Step it back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down and facing dog. 5 deep breaths. 1. 2. 3. 4, 5, walk forward, half lift, forward fold, bend the knees back to chair pose, reach up, and then release the hands by your side. So I would typically do 5 sun salutation A's and 5 sun salutation B's for my practice. And that gets sometimes a little bit long. When you're first starting out, it can be a little bit like, oh my gosh, that's a lot, especially holding down dog that long. So we just did 3 A's and 3 B's. And saluting the sun, waking up our entire bodies, and that's a good, it's a good like full body, full breath, like working the breath with the body, full body kind of work. So you're getting everything associated with your yoga postures within those little sequences. So we are now going to use that sun salutation to transition into some lunge position. So we'll reach up, standing tall at the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Let's go back, 10 step back for that chaturanga again. From plank pose, lower down. Up dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Do 3 knee pulls, knee to nose. Exhale, pull it forward, knee to nose. Inhale, shift back. So shift your entire weight forward, knee to nose. Exhale. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward, knee to nose. And back. Now step between the hands, low lunge. In that low lunge, keep your left hand down, reach up for a twist, right arm up. And then take a few breaths, hold and twist, press the left shoulder to the right knee. Get both hands down. Back heel to the floor, reach up for warrior 1. Open up for warrior 2. Bend a little deeper. Let's build some heat on that front leg. Press into that front pinky toe. Keep reaching and breathing. Okay, straighten out the front leg. You may have to heel toe that back foot in a little bit. The back toes face more forward than back. Reach way forward. Slide that right hand down the leg, left arm reaching high. And if you're doing the opposite arm, opposite side knee, that's okay. I mean, it's hard sometimes to watch a video and do the yoga practice. So we've got triangle pose. Keep deep breathing. And then we take the left hand down towards the ground. Again, you may have to step the back foot in a little bit. Left hand either on the inside or the outside of the foot. Right arm reaching up for the twist. Revolve triangle. Gaze is up towards that top hand. Or you can take hand to hip. And we'll take both hands down towards the ground. Walk the hands forward and lift that back leg for standing, legless or standing splits. And then step where your foot would typically go, right next to the right foot, feet together. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Hands to your heart. We've got another side. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg rises, take it to the sky. Knee to nose 4 times. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull it in. And lift. Exhale, pull.
Inhale, lift. Let's do one more, I think. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Step between the hands. Back heel to the floor. Nope, just kidding. Keep the back heel lifted. Stay low in the hips. Right hand stays down close to the toes. Left arm reaches up for the twist. Try to get straight up with the arms, hands in line with shoulders, in line with the other hand, and look up. Keep pressing to the big toe this time, big toe side of that front foot. Variation will be knee on the floor. And then bring the hand down and exhale. Back knee lifts again if it's down. Back heel places down. We reach up for warrior one. Then open for warrior two. Left hand forward, right hand back. Gazing over front middle fingers. Bend deeply into that left knee. Good, strong warrior two. Reaching for multi-wall. Then hugging the heels together. So you're squeezing the legs together and reaching the arms. Feel energy energetically coming up to the crown of the head like someone's pulling a string off the top of the head. We straighten out the front leg. You can heel toe that back foot in a little bit if it helps. Reach way long and place the left hand down on the foot or the floor or grab the big toe and reach up with the right hand. Press the upper body in line with the legs. It almost feels like a little back bend. And then take the hands down, right hand comes down to meet the left. You're going to pivot the hips so they're forward. You might even step the front foot or the back foot farther in. Right hand goes down on the inside of the outside of the foot or anywhere down the leg. And the left arm rises. Revolve triangle. Getting those twists in. Okay, both hands come down to the floor. Bend the back knee, lift off. Hands on the ground, a little balance, standing leg lift, standing split. Your back foot can be flexed or pointed. Just make sure it's engaged and active. Both feet down to the floor. Right foot meets the left. Forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, hold. Reach out and up. Stand up. Good, hands to your heart. We got another sequence on both sides before we head to some balance poses. You're going to do that again. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Already feeling more loose. Half lift. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And downward facing dog. With that right leg, inhale. Step between the hands, exhale. Back heel spins down, reach up. And open to warrior two. You may have to adjust the feet a little. Spread the feet wide. Take that right elbow to the thigh, left arm straight up. This is our variation of side angle. We're avoiding this type of thing, getting those hips down, knee bends. Reach straight up to start, soft shoulders. Your elbow can stay on the knee, or you start to reach down towards the floor. I'm going to take to the outside of the foot, and then extend the arm overhead. This is extended side angle. And we breathe and hold. Now we come back up to warrior two, lifting. And warrior one. Then take the hands to the floor and the back knee to the ground. Lift back up, just to get to this position. And then take a twist over that front leg. So elbow hooks around, hands pressed together, look up, tuck the back toes down, stand or lift that back knee. So you've got the revolve twist. And we can open the arms, is an option. If you're super twisty, you can do other options, whatever works for you. You're gonna bring it back to the center, reach up this time, we're in a crescent lunge. Okay, I'm already feeling a little sore on this side, let's take it back down to the ground. Now step back this time to plank, go through a little vinyasa flow with a chaturanga. Upward facing dog, toes flat, feet flat, downward facing dog, exhale. Now lift that left leg, because that just makes it easier sometimes. Exhale, set between the hands. Back heel down, again, warrior one to transition. Warrior two, adjust the feet as needed. Lean and reach forward, elbow to thigh to start. Right arm high, and then find your version of your side angle. Left hand down, or elbow stays. Keep that right hand either straight or extended. It just depends on like how your shoulders are feeling, how your legs are feeling, how you're feeling generally during the day. This is a great place to check in during this practice. Okay, take it back up to warrior two. Warrior one. And then hands to the floor, back knee to the ground. Then lift on up on the knees. And hook that right elbow on the outside of the left knee, or exactly, left leg. Connect the palms, press into that top hand. Look past the shoulder and pick up the back knee. And keep breathing deep, even though we're twisted. This is somewhat of a deep twist. You open the arms or stay in that twist. Okay, hands come back together. We reach back up to crescent lunge. One time reach, squeeze the back leg, press through the heel, hands to the floor. Sit back to plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga as you exhale. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Awesome job. Step your feet forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Now sit back into a chair pose, bending the knees, sit the hips back, reach up. Pause, hold. Feel what's going on in the legs. And release. Good. Hands by your side, stand up, a little shake out. I'm going to step a foot back so we're in a wide position. You can face me, that's fine. Toes point towards the side of the mat. Sides. So the blades of the feet are parallel to the front and back. Take the hands on the hips. Deep breath in. Then fold it down, hinging at the hips, hands into the floor. Lift up about halfway and look forward. Exhale, you melt it down. Hands under the shoulders. Forehead towards the floor. And you can always bend the knees a little if that's helpful. Or press through and straight and strong. And there's always so many options. I can't give them all to you. Just do what's best for you. I also can't see you if you're not on live with me. Walk your hands, let's lift up halfway. Then walk the hands to the right and get a side lunge. Bend deep over to that side. So you might be up here. You might be up towards the ground a little bit more. This is working the inner thigh. Maybe a little bit of this hip. Good, now press into the bent knee side to lift. So don't pull yourself with your straight hamstring. Press into that foot that's bent instead to walk yourself over to the other side. I say that because I've like pulled my hamstring or popped my hamstring somehow by pulling with my straight leg in this position, and it's not fun. This is how we learn about our bodies. Okay, let's take it back to the center. Press into the bent knee side and lift. Hands on your hips, halfway up, and then inhale to lift. We're going to do one more forward fold in a wide leg position by reaching out first. Then interlace the hands behind the back. Or if that doesn't feel comfortable, grab your elbows or wrists. Press down, look up, fold it down. So now we're working a little shoulder opening, hamstrings a lot. Relax the head, the neck. Let the weight of the hands. Draw your hands closer to the floor. Okay, then lift back up on the inhale. And then just simply step to the top of the mat. We've got for time. Awesome. We have a few more minutes left. We're going to work a couple balance poses. If you get a little dizzy after coming up like that, just take a moment. Okay, we're going to keep it simple. And do simple tree pose. So pick one foot to stay grounded, the other foot comes up into the thigh or the calf. Knee stays open, hips forward. And then reach up. You can look up and even close your eyes. Have a little back bend. Bend the elbows, look up. All right, bring your hands back to your heart and slowly lower that foot down. Switch. Other foot stays grounded. You take the foot up into the thigh or the shin or a kickstand on the floor. Just avoid the knee. Always good to do. And then reach up. Good, hands to your heart. And then lower that foot. Awesome. So that was one of our balance poses. Let's do one more. It's going to be a simple figure four pose. So pick that same foot you started with, place it on the ground, and then ankle over the knee. Instead of pressing into the side, you push onto the knee or right above the knee. You bend the knee and sit in. Reaching the arms forward for balance. Bend the knee and sit into it. So you can stay right here. I prefer having my foot in half lotus. That's like a big hip opener. That's up to you. And for me, I just stand up tall because I'm working this hip on this side over here. Really just working that rotation. And I like standing poses a lot for a morning practice because it really helps energize us and get us going. Okay, wherever you are, come out of it. Whereas if you're laying on the ground, it's relaxing, it's nice, but it's not gonna jazz you up. So you can either do switch sides, you can bend into that, like a figure four chair pose, or take your foot, what I'm gonna do, stand up tall, and just work the rotation in that standing half lotus. And then we release it. Okay, shake it out real quick. We're going to come down to the floor. Reach up. Forward fold. Exhale. Half lift. Step back to a plank pose and lower all the way to your belly. Feet together. Legs go back.
You're pressing the tops of the hands, lift the chest and lift the legs. So you're actually pressing these into the floor. Working the back of the body. And lower down. You're gonna lift back up. Come onto the forearms. Bend a knee. I'm gonna start with my left leg for some reason. Grab your foot and press it down. So working a hamstring, quad stretch. Press the hip into the floor, your hip bones into the floor. And you might not be this far, and that's okay. If you're just pulling here, we're just trying to get down so you feel something. So feel a sensation. We work a lot of hamstring stretches. I feel like we probably don't do enough quad stretches, front body stretches. This is gonna help your back bends and your energy in general. You open up the front of the body. Okay, switch it. Grab your foot, bring it down, press the heel to the outside of your thigh. Keep that, instead of sagging down, you keep lifted, pressing, shoulders stay forward. And then release it. And bring yourself back down to the floor. Bend both knees, reach back and find the feet, toes together, lift up. Try to lift the knees off the floor. If you want to work one at a time, you're welcome to do that. We will be doing this 2 times. And lower down. Release. Mini break. One more time, bend the knees. Lift up. 5 breaths. And lower down. Press back into a child's pose, bending the knees, hips towards the heels, forehead to the ground, arms extended. Roll yourself up so you're sitting on your heels and then swing your legs around. Getting into a deeper fold after those back bends, legs straight and strong. Sit up tall, press into the floor just to feel that lift and lengthen of the upper body. Then reach those arms up, hinging at the waist, fold forward, fold, reach, reach, reach. Without rounding, we're not coming down it, reach as far as you can. And then take the hands down. They might find the feet. Again, still early morning, so you might not get into this full fold that you would in the evening. And then come back up, take the feet together, knees open wide. Finishing our practice. Press knees open, lean forward. A few deep breaths. Okay, lift back up. You're gonna head to the floor. The feet at the top of the mat. Then we'll lower down. Feet hip distance. Bend the knees a lot. Place the palms down and lift the hips. For a bridge pose. And lower back down. Let's take the knees in. Hug them in close to you. Twist to the side, pick a side.
Shoulders stay anchored down. And then we switch sides. We're just doing a quick twist. Switch to the other side. Quick twist before we finish up everything. So then lift back up, grab the feet, or hug the knees, or grab the feet for happy baby. Rock side to side. And we'll do like a 1 minute Shavasana. We're gonna extend the legs, find a comfortable position, rest your hands by your side, and just fall into your mat. Just relax. Okay, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Taking a deep breath, reach those arms overhead. And how you want to get to a seated pose is up to you. You can roll to the side and press yourself up, or hug your knees like I'm going to do, and rock and roll to seated pose. Sit up comfortable and tall. Reach those arms up. When you get there, connect the hands and draw them to your heart. And that was our morning yoga practice, first live morning practice that anyone could have joined me. I hope you join next time. I hope to be here next Friday as well. Namaste, or whatever you want to say. Thank you. If you want to learn more about how to work with me one-on-one or in a group or more accountability, please head over to ashesyoga.com, where you can request to join my fitness group or learn about private lessons. We can do virtual lessons like this one-on-one, and I would love to see you. So thanks again, and have a super wonderful weekend or week, depending on when you're watching.